use that has the biggest influence on you in the times you need that support?
Yeah, I've learned to reach out now. I used to try and puddle along by myself through some quite serious personal challenges that I've had in the last few years. I've learned now to reach out, and I've learned the art of discernment. So I've had some really wonderful mentors. Shah Moore is one of them. She helped me transition from what I was doing before into the personal styling. I just said to her one day, I think I want to be an image consultant or personal stylist. And she actually helped me because I went to the same trainers that she went to. So she helped me with that and a lot of other things. Nikki Taylor helped me to get organised. So something as simple as going onto a different email system and using Zoom. You and I know Zoom, how good Zoom is. Yeah, simple things like that. But I also find that mentors can be people like really good friends. They can be your children, even your grandchildren. Like mentors are people who have, they kind of show you through example or through experience. And children, I think, are actually really good mentors because one minute they fall over and hurt themselves and they cry and they pick themselves up and then they're happy and they just carry on with their life. So I take notice of all these things and I take notice of what my mentors are telling me because they've been there, they've done that, and they show by example what the good things are to do. Yeah. And I've learned by mistakes, just as life, as we all do, we learn by mistakes. And I want to share with people what I know and what I've learned.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you with the children thing. People always asked me, because I never went to university, I left school at 15, and they said, well, how did you learn about business? And I said, I actually learned more about business from my kids. They taught me negotiation, they taught me resilience, they taught me not to give up. Yeah. They taught me so many things with regards to business that, you didn't really have to pay for a university education, just have kids.
No.
Maybe that's what we tell people.
Being a mum teaches you so much, it teaches about time management, it teaches you about patience and tolerance and
that's it,
perseverance,
and change, the different stages they go through. One day something works, the next day it doesn't, so it's kind of like you're always on the go, you're always trying to find that next way to do things better or change in how you do things. So definitely. So then resources, you're definitely mentors. So like with Shah and with Nikki, different mentors for different parts of your business or your life. What about some resources? What resources would you put out there? Any books or anything that anyone could read on how to create change confidently, whether it's through personal styling or coaching? What's been a major influence on you when it comes to books?
One of my favourite books is a book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers.
Yeah.
I think my mum actually bought me that book. That's been a really, really good book. And there's another one called Boundaries, I think by Henry Cloud. And I think it was when I was doing my beauty therapy diploma, we had a communications class or course, and that was one of the books that was recommended to us as well. So, it's all about boundaries and recognising your boundaries and other people's boundaries. And, I love learning. I love learning, and that's one of the things I'd like to have more time to do is read more books.
Yeah, I can relate to that one too. Yeah. So have you helped many, like you're doing life coaching and personal styling, and often people will, business coaching, life coaching, mentoring all kind of gets mixed up in one. Do you have advice? Do you help people that are going into business having the experience to do that? Do you also do that?
Yes, well, it's been more with the coaching. It's been more people who are already in business. Mm-hmm. And I've also done, as part of my coaching, or as an add-on to that, I've done passion and purpose coaching. And one of my clients has a very successful business, and he was very concerned about his levels of anxiety and stress. And once I did the passion and purpose coaching with him, he realised that the way he was actually working was what made his business successful, because he was working with his genius flow, with his natural way of doing things.
Yeah. which is a big thing, which is what you're all about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
becoming
and
you
I think,
and uniquely you.
yes, I think it's really important to discover more about yourself and then adapt your business so that it flows, so that you enjoy working in your business.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it to be a burden.
And a lot of people, you see that, though, don't you? They get into a business that they thought was them, and then they're in it,
yes.
and then kind of find, hang on, this isn't quite what I perceived it would be, and it doesn't really fit me. And so with personal... Sorry?
Yeah, you can find you've created a monster sometimes.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And so with personal styling, it's not just about inside out, it's also about just checking in with that the outside is actually connecting with who you are inside.
Yes, that's right. And that's why I feel that for me, the life coaching isn't complete without the styling, and the styling isn't complete without the life coaching. I just love that I've been able to incorporate both of them, even if I don't use them both at the one session with a client. Yeah.
So that's really cool. So then what are your biggest goals for your life and for your business? What's next for you, Moana?
I would like to still be doing what I'm doing and just refine it. I live down the Gold Coast now, so I'd like to just organise my life more so that it's a bit more proactive instead of reactive. So at the moment, I'm still travelling up to Brisbane. I'd like to get some more clients down the Gold Coast. And I'm quite lucky because I've got a studio down the Gold Coast and one in Brisbane. I'm very happy with my life the way it is. I would just like to have a bit more streamline to it, I suppose, or organisation to it. We're travelling quite a bit as well. So I'm juggling lots of balls, but I'm happy doing what I love to do.
So then I'll ask you a coaching question. What's holding you back from getting there?
What's holding me back? I think, I don't know whether we've gone through what my weaknesses are, but one of my weaknesses...
Probably not a question I like to put out there, and yep, go for it, yeah.
But technology, I guess technology, I get a bit frustrated with that, and also a sense of responsibility. I like to be a good mum and good grandmother and things like that. So I'm going to come to a time when I'm just really going to focus and go full steam ahead and do what I want to do, which is really help as many people as I can.
Yeah. And once that time's right, you'll just rock it. You'll be out of that comfort zone and ready to roll. Yeah. So that's really cool. So then as we wrap it up, with time being at its premium at the moment, can you give one specific thing, share one thing to our listeners out here that would help them right now today make positive, bold change for the future based on what you teach, on how you coach and what you believe?
Okay, really to reach out if you need help to do this, but find out more about yourself. Really, really get to know yourself. As people talk about loving yourself first before you can love other people. I think you need to know yourself before you can know other people. When my business used to be called Beauty Glow, and I had something I made up, and it was be yourself, let yourself glow. There's more to life than we see and know. Yeah. And it's really about discovering more about yourself, learning every single day and stopping and taking notice of what is around you. Take notice of other people, have empathy for other people, but don't, without getting caught up into their dramas and helping other people. I really do love doing that. I've got some wonderful people in my life and just enjoy doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, so that really number one key in the beginning is that awareness, is that conscious awareness of you. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
So, and then that conscious awareness, once we can get really, really clear, and as you do through your styling and your coaching, help people get really, really clear who they are, and then it's taking that next step out there to make that conscious change or make those decisions or choices that they can then, your next word is that responsibility, take responsibility for. Would that kind of put it in a nutshell for you?
Exactly, yeah, because everyone does have a choice. Yeah. Everyone has a choice. Every single second, every minute, every day, every week, we have a choice. So it's about making those discerning choices that are right for you, and to really be yourself. That's the main thing.
Yeah, and I think we've got to, I mean, when you get out there in the world today, it seems we're losing that, isn't it? With technology and everything, everyone seems to, I don't know what you think, but here in China, as much as I think they look the same, it's not their looks, it's kind of everyone is just doing the same thing. When you stand back at that 9 o'clock rush and just kind of watch subway full of people just doing the same thing, you kind of can see we're all losing our individuality a bit in this society of connection or no connection. Yeah.
Well, that's where it comes through. Like in my course, when I say stop and think, just stop and think. That's all you need. That's all people need to do is stop and think about anything. If they just take that forward into any part of their life, they will, without sort of going on a knee-jerk reaction and just following the flock, you just stop and think for yourself.
Yeah.
Is this what I want to do? Is this me? Yep.
Yeah. That's awesome. That is fantastic closing line. And I know we've touched on, great things you're doing, great things you've accomplished. So how do people find you? If they want to talk to you about personal styling, life coaching, hypnotherapy, how do they find you? Where do they find you?
My website is bestyledforlife.com.au.
Okay, cool. So they can contact you directly on there?
Yes, there's a contact form on there. There's also a booking form, whether they want to book in for a discovery call. I do a discovery call for 30 minutes, so that's no charge. And then I've got the hypnotherapy, the styling, coaching, and that's the best way to go about it. Before I do coaching or hypnotherapy, I like to do that first. Yes,
awesome. So they have the choice. They can check you out, bestyledforlife.com.au, contact you there, and then just check out what your message is. Yes. Fantastic, Moana. Yeah? Everyone deserves to look and feel the best. That's what I get out of your message. And the best thing is to get to know you and build your confidence. So I love the message that you're putting out there. And today, thank you for joining us. It's been great having you here. Just a little bit of a different angle to life coaching and coaching in general. It's great that you have this little nest of eggs that you can use in your coaching. So that is awesome. And so thank you for your insights and for talking to us. And I hope you have a wonderful time in the future. And
thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'm going to end everyone with a little quote. You all know where to find me. You can find me, Anna M. Anderson, Transition Strategist, on annamanderson.com. Or if you want to look for me on Facebook, Anna M. Anderson, Transition Strategist. As Moana has said, I think we're very much on the same lines, that it's all about having the confidence to create new choices and make change in your life through conscious awareness. And I think that kind of wraps it up for both of us. So I'm going to end with a little quote. If you're always trying to be normal and fit in, you'll just never know how amazing you can be. And so it takes courage to stand out. And I know deep inside all of us, we all have the passion within us to do this. And it all begins with a conversation. So feel free to talk to me, talk to Moana. We're here to help you create the best lifestyle, the best business, the best everything that you can have. Would you put that out there for everyone, Moana?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely, yeah. So everyone, let's be styled to stand out together. Thank you, Moana. Ka kite anō, everyone, wherever you may be in the world, make it awesome, and I will see you again in a fortnight.
Bye, thanks.
I can do anything. I can reach any goal today. I can do what I want. I can be what I want to be.
Coach on Fire Radio.